All right. Hi guys. I guess I gotta be quick about this. I haven't done a review for movies in a long time. I'm no expert or anything. I just wanted to get this out, and maybe it'll help some people, or maybe you can rationally get me to see like another side of things. So I saw the movie Supergirl yesterday, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't know why people are having problems with it, unless, and I hate to say it, it's like a sexist thing or whatever. This is not a woke character that was created a couple years ago. Like just like, oh, she was made in like 1959. Like now she is derivative. I mean, Supergirl, Superman, but this is an old school character. Also, it is based. The story is based off Tom King's 2019 Woman of Tomorrow. It's and I don't know if maybe that is turning guys off. Like, oh, Woman of Tomorrow, like the future is female or something like that. It's like that's just the name of the story. It can be found on Amazon for like $7. I read it last fall to see what the story was about, and like from what I saw yesterday, like it matched the book very well. And that's what I go into. I'm a big comic book fan, both DC, Marvel, and some other stuff. Um, and so anytime I see a movie, a comic book movie that is, the more it matches what I've read, the happier I am. Like Iron Man 3, for example, super aggravating with what they did with the Mandarin for me. Um, so so yeah, this movie, like I'm watching it and I'm like, ooh, I like that. All right, I remember that. That happened. And there's going to be spoilers later. If I have time, I can see that I only have about 15 minutes to do this. I'm already at 2 minutes. And like I like even if you like space movies, like I can tell there was a lot of effort put into spaceships and the set and the aliens. So if you want street level fighting like Daredevil in New York City, realistic stuff, then this isn't the movie for you probably. But if you like sci-fi, like even if this was not somehow a superhero movie, I think I'd like it just because of the space. Um, but they did pull. There were a lot of things that were. I thought that they were going to derail a lot from the book because I didn't see certain scenes in the previews. Like there's a scene involving a green sun, and for whatever reason that stuck out the most in the book to me. And then when I thought the movie was close to ending, and then the green sun scene happened, and I was like, oh, like it was just another level of like I was already having a good time, not an amazing time, but I wasn't upset with the movie. And then it was like, oh, and they did put the green sun scene. Like I love that. There were things involving her origin with her parents and stuff, like in the people in the city that she grew up on. That I remember from the book, and I thought that was cool. The things added into the book, just like Lobo's not in the book, and they didn't need scenes with Superman because she wasn't going through quite the same kind of stuff. Um, but they were welcome additions. I think there's even like these pirate type people that like teleport digitally. I don't recall them in the book, but they were cool. They were an extra little thing, and it wasn't like, oh, this is stupid, in my opinion. I also wanted to get into another, like maybe you can help me, give me your 2 cents. I think that a lot of people hate this movie just because, at least in America, maybe in other countries, I think we have this my favorite sports team mentality, which is, and I'm just using an example, but say you got your person that's their favorite team are the Yankees or the Cowboys, and so they need their team to be regarded as the best so that they can feel better about themselves. And I feel I see this very much in the comic book world where a Marvel fan has to be like they cannot allow DC to be better than Marvel in any way, and vice versa. Although I don't see it as much on the DC side. Right? I mean, let's face it, Marvel is much more successful, but I like both, and I'll always have a spot for like the Justice League, like having grown up with the Super Friends. But I think there's a lot of this, and there's even within DC now. There you got these Snyder fans that can't let go because they love Henry Cavill and they don't want to see David Cornsweet as Superman. But I think it's that kind of thing. They want to see it fail. There may be some sexism, I think, possibly going on. And like there's like, oh, she's woke, but once again it's like, no, this is this character's old school. Like, she's not a recent thing. So anyway, getting into this, why I like this movie so much is me personally, and I'm not going to get into it, but the last couple years have been really tough for me personally. I mean, they weren't great a year or two before that, but the last two have been brutal. I lost a family member too soon, bad breakup, lots of stuff like this. It's really been upsetting for me. So I kind of identified really on a high level with what she was going through. Like, I didn't lose a city of people in my homeland or anything, but there's a part where someone says to her, you know, like maybe it's Clark, I'm not sure. Like they ask her if she's getting better, and she says something like, "Any day now," like, and it's clear, like, no, it's it's not happening anytime soon. That is exactly how I have felt for the last 2 years. Like, especially, it's getting better, but I'm not there yet. Like it, and then so like. I mean, that storyline of it really hit. And then to get there, I'm going to have to explain some more stuff that happens in the movie. So her parents separately in different scenes and flashbacks kind of impress upon her. Like, the father kind of almost makes her guilt. It's like a guilt trip almost, where he explains that she has to survive so that, in a sense, he and the mother can live on through her, which is very reminiscent of like Christopher Reeve's scene, like 1978 movie where Marlon Brando playing Jor-El tells the baby Kal-El that, you know, the father becomes the son and all that stuff. And so that's kind of like she's got this obligation that she has to keep going on. And then the mother, in like on basically almost on her deathbed, is like telling, because the people on the city that escaped the destruction of Krypton and like this force field, and this is, I recall, and I believe this was in the book or something like it, they survived the devastation of Krypton, but now kryptonite in the soil or whatever, the earth, their earth, you know, Krypton's materials, is slowly killing everybody in the city. So her father is able to use his brother Jor-El's plans to make another escape pod, like for the baby Kal-El had, and he's able to send Kara off to Earth. I assume he had like the GPS coordinates, all that stuff. And the mother impresses upon her that it's important, like Kara has to promise to be good. So she's got like this baggage. There's already all the loss, but that she's supposed to be doing more or being a good person, but she's a broken person because of all the stuff she's gone through. And then, like, another thing I really liked about this movie is it reminded me of back in my day when I was young, and like the superhero wouldn't wear the suit for like the longest time. Like, I remember being little and seeing like Christopher Reeves in the Clark Kent business suit or whatever, and I was like, man, when is he going to wear the suit? I want to see the cape and all that stuff. She hardly ever wears the suit in this. She is almost always in the plain clothes that you see in the previews. And like, you even at one point see the suit in the corner and it's just being forgotten. And like, there's a flashback towards the end of Superman introducing her to Earth and explaining things like she even says before this, she tells the young woman that plays the chick with the sword, like, I love that actress. I thought she did an amazing job. Like, I personally don't care about the character, like the story. I was like, yeah, I get it, but I don't care about this character. This actress made me care about the character. I wish I could say more, but I don't have time. But she tells the girl the suit's just a suit, it doesn't matter. And then you have a flashback where Superman gives her the suit and is explaining how they wear it so that people know they are good. And this is where I gotta be careful. I might get emotional. Is it because it connects to when the mother promises her that she'll be good. And so then the final fight scene starts. And I've seen people bag on this. It's an acoustic version cover of Jimmy Eats World, The Middle, sung by a woman. There's violin music. And it's when Supergirl's wearing the suit for the first time, basically. And, like, the fight's fun. Like, there's lots of stuff with heat vision and all the showcasing of the powers. But it's the music really hit me because it's, like, saying, like, she's finally ready to be good. Like, not just as a good person, but, like, happy with herself and stuff like that. So I really honestly do not understand, like why people hate this movie or think it's bad. Like, if you look at the book, like, they did a great job. Like, I get it. I get it if you're like, this story wasn't that great. Like, it's not an epic story that it's based off of, but they did the story well, added some fun things. Spoiler, but what do you guys think? There's a scene where, I believe at the end, when she comes back and she's basically done drinking and all that, because she's finally healed. Superman is telling her there's another guy coming that he needs help with. Like, is that going to be Brainiac? That's another thing. I'm telling you, that city that she thinks is dead, I would guarantee you Brainiac has scooped that up, and that's coming down the pipe if they get to make more of these movies. So I did this just like, I want you to know that if you are watching this, and I know that's a lot to believe, this is almost for like a coworker that said I should start doing this kind of stuff. If you catch this and you give it a chance, please let me know if you liked it, or if you already saw it and you're like, finally someone else agrees it's a good movie. Like, I don't understand. Like, this would be like if this was like a work project you did and then everybody's panning. It's like, these people did a good job. Like, they brought this story to life. I cared, like, I read the story, just like the actress that plays the young girl. The story was okay, but this movie made me feel it. Like, and with my own personal things going on in my world, I understood how she felt, and that made me like, I almost felt like this movie was made for me. As cheesy as that sounds, like, it's exactly what I needed to see. It's still not the best day of my life, but it was a great deal. I'm glad I saw it, and but please like and subscribe. And there's other movies if you want to hear my 2 cents on. Not that I'm any expert or anything, but I hope you can find it in your heart to give this movie a chance. And let me know what you think. See ya.